Welcome into another episode of Inside the Charge. I'm Maddy Glab, and we're so excited to have the guy who can do it all on defense with us, Mr. Cam Lewis. You have had a thrilling start to the season. Unfortunately, your teammate and nickel cornerback, Taron Johnson, goes down in the first drive of the first game. You have to come in, and you did not look back, Cam. I want to start there. Why were you ready for the opportunity?
We just have such a good room, DB room as a whole. You know, we meet safeties, meet together, nickels, and then the corner. So we all on the same page. We all know the game plan. And I don't know, it was just my time, to step in and just play my game, really. Meeting with Taron, being with Taron these, 6 years I've been here. He's been teaching me a lot. So I don't feel like it would just be a fall off from me to him, kind of the same type of player in my eyes. We're both aggressive, not the biggest, guys, and we got to play the A gaps, the B gaps, that run fit thing. But just trying to go out there and just play my game, and that's mainly what I did.
Not the biggest, but aggressive.
Yeah.
And it's easy to see that on film with the way that you can stop the run. What is the mindset that you have to put yourself in to be able to stop a tight end, stop a big running back, stop a wide receiver when these guys may have several inches and pounds on you?
Yeah, I honestly just try not to get blocked by
You gotta
him.
be a little crazy.
Yeah, you do. It kind of started when I was like 6, because we used to hit a lot. I started playing when I was 6. I used to cry every single day at practice, and my dad was like, either you're going to be out there or you're going to quit. So I wanted to play, so that aggression started way early for me, and then I'm just a different person when I cross some white lines. You got to turn on that alter ego, get in that mode, have that confidence in the world that you can go out there and play with the best of them, and that's what I try to do. Like, I'm small, but I'm big too.
You had to flip that switch pretty quickly in the first game because you were telling us after the game that, hey, I was the safety who was going to go in our dime package when we were going to rotate into it, but then you had to be thrust into the nickel cornerback spot. It's not like you were backing up a safety and you got put into the safety spot.
Right.
No, you were supposed to go in at safety and you went in at nickel cornerback.
Mm-hmm.
How quickly does your brain have to process the things to know, okay, this is a new job, I'm doing new things,
Right.
I have calls I have to make, I have to listen to this guy. How quick of a process is that for you?
It probably takes, maybe I say, like 2 minutes once I really get told like I'm going there and nickel, because I do it at practice all the time now. Some periods I may be nickel heavy, and then maybe the last 2 plays I got to go back there in safety. So it just gives me that. I guess I'm just getting used to being able to flip the switch. Like, oh, I'm safety here, so I got to make all these safety calls, and then when I go back to nickel, I got to make all the nickels calls. But it just gives me a brighter understanding of the whole defense and what everybody's supposed to do, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. It also makes you somebody who, I don't know how this team can live without you at this point because of what you can do. We're going to get into that in a little bit, but we got to talk about the game against Miami because you guys had 3 interceptions. UB product. You're also a UB product. Jamarcus Ingram had 2 of those. One he returned for a pick 6, and there was a picture that was taken in the locker room after the game. I need to get your thoughts on what is going through your mind in this picture. I will show it on the screen here, but to describe it, Cam is celebrating. Jamarcus has the football with his hands in the air. Rasul is screaming. Khair is pointing to the sky. DeMar is celebrating. You guys look like it's a group that is elated about the victory.
100%.
What's going through your mind here?
So this is the thing. We after a win and after we get like takeaways, we always celebrate the takeaways. So in this picture right here, he got the ball earlier because he got the first pick, and then we went to CB because he got another pick. But this was to end it all, the pick 6. Everybody just cheering. But you just want to be excited for your teammates, that's making plays and is helping the team win. So we're always trying to have a good time, make some fun out of it,
You have worked so hard for your opportunity, but so has Jamarcus Ingram.
100%.
And for him to also be ready that day to get called, you're now moving to nickel, and then Jamarcus is the guy who's going to rotate in, not at safety, but at slot corner when you guys go into dime.
Right.
And he made a big play in week 1 to save the game against the Cardinals. And week 2, he shows up again with 2 interceptions. How cool has it been to watch from your vantage point, not just in games but in practices, watch an undrafted guy like you come onto the scene and prove to everybody I can do this?
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, we had Dan there like the same story. You know, he bounced around multiple colleges, and then he ended up being a tryout guy, making a team undrafted, and just being able to stick around. So I understand the grind, just not knowing if you're good enough, but he always shows that, you know, he's good enough. He makes plays all the time. Every time he get an opportunity, he makes plays. So I really wasn't surprised. I was just more so just, you know, happy. Like I told him, like, I wish it was me, but I'm not selfish. So I'm glad it was you. If anybody else, I'm glad it was you. So yeah, I just been, you know, excited, super excited for him, and just hoping he can, you know, be consistent and keep doing it. You know, every time he's out there, just make some plays. You know, it's just a blessing to be out there. So why not have a little bit of fun while you're doing it?
You spoke about Jamarcus having, you know, that imposter syndrome of, I don't know if I'm good enough to make it. I don't know if I'm good enough to be here. You've been quoted saying, you know, at some point in my college career, the NFL was not on the radar for me. Now that you are in the NFL, how do you reflect back on the time that it took you to realize, hey, this is a dream. Actually, this is going to happen, and now I'm starting.
I mean, it's tough because sometimes I still feel like it's a dream that, like, I'm waking up and I'm being in my bed, you know, under a pool of sweat, just like sweating. But I don't know, just trying to be in the moment. When I drive into work every day, take a second just to look at the stadium, the new stadium being built, just everything around me, just trying to just take it all in, just like, oh, you here, you made it here, and trying to continue to grow each and every day. But like I said, it was a grind. It was a grind. Like I think it was my junior year where I was like, okay, you may have a shot, so let's just go all in. And I went all in, and 6 years later, still here, trying to leave my mark and trying to help the team win.
You decided to play college football down the street at university at Buffalo. You are from Detroit. How did UB come into the picture for you?
So I got a couple offers around the MAC, West Virginia, Toledo, and then this was when Jeff Quinn was still at UB. Reached out, and I bought at a camp or whatever, and then he told me to come up for a visit. Had a camp here, did really well. Then he was like, yeah, you have an offer. And I went to, I looked around the campus. I wanted to commit right on the spot. And my dad was like, no, wait. So we went back to the hotel room and talked about it. And yeah, I kind of like fell in love with it. I came here summertime, sun shining, got the lakes. And they treated me like family. It wasn't too far away from home as well. So that was a big deal for me. It's like my brother went to school just as a regular student at West Virginia, so I didn't want to go there and be up under him. Like, oh, that's Cam's little brother. Like, I wanted to make a name for myself. So I felt like Buffalo was, you know, far enough, but still close enough to home where my parents could come up if they wanted to.
And then being in Buffalo, playing here in college, you start to get a feel for the NFL team down the street. As you went on in your collegiate career, your junior and senior year, and the NFL dream started to become more clear in the back of your head, were you ever thinking, it might be nice to stay here for a few more years?
Honestly, no. I wanted to get out of Buffalo, to be completely honest with you, just because it has so many similarities to back home. You still get the snow, still get the coldness, and the wind. I mean, summers are not that long, but they're still pretty good. But I don't know, it's awesome. Now the teammates call me a local guy because I've been here for
crazy.
I've been here for so long, and it's
10 years.
10 years now, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know how to go places without GPS now. It's insane, but no, I love it. It's like a second home to me now. So, they welcome me with open arms, and I appreciate it.
So since you've been here for so long, to the youngins coming in,
Yeah.
what do you tell them about this place that is now home to you?
I joke around with them like, "There, you're gonna find your wife here. You're gonna have a couple kids here, because it's not much to do. It's family and football. That's really what it is, what it comes down to. But no, you're gonna have fun. You come here. Uh, it's a family atmosphere, like I always stated. Like everybody is cool with each other. Everybody want to hang out with each other after work, even though we see each other every single day. Freaking 8 a.m. to freaking 7 p.m. So it's that type of culture that we have here that I hear that's not a lot of different places. That's always awesome though.
You said this is a place you find your wife and you have your kids. Did you find your wife in Buffalo?
I didn't find my wife in Buffalo. We dated in high school, so I guess
high school sweethearts.
We call that my high school sweetheart.
Gosh.
Yeah, it was my
awesome.
It was my senior year. Her junior year, she made a little advance on me, called me cute in gym class.
Oh snap!
and the rest is history. 2 kids later, and 3 years of marriage later. So.
Where did she go to college? Did you guys have to do long distance?
We did college? We had to do a long distance. So she went back to school back home, Henry Ford College. So she went there, and we were just bouncing back and forth long distance. And she used to come up here and hang out with me. So as soon as I signed here, she was like, "Yeah, I'm coming up here." So she's been up here ever since I've been here.
Okay, if you look back on Instagram, you proposed to her on the field.
Yeah.
Why is that Highmark Stadium just as important to her as it is to you?
Yeah, I guess because I just proposed there. But
it's part of her life.
It is for sure. Yeah. It's a lot of ups and downs with it. NFL career. You don't know if you're going to be in one place. You get traded, you get released. But it was such a big milestone for me, to make it. So I guess I kind of wanted to share that with her in the place where, I made my first NFL team, or, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, it's special.
Yeah, it is special. It got a special place in my heart. But I honestly didn't know what I wanted to do when I proposed. And I was like, I can do it at the stadium.
Yeah.
And I was sweating. And if you ask her what I said when I proposed, didn't have a long speech, got on one knee, shaking. I love you. Marry me.
You know what? That's what my husband did too. And I was like, you need to get back down and keep talking.
I was like, no, that's all I got for you.
I'm just kidding.
I'm like, I got yes or no. Yeah.
What is it going to be, babe?
Nah, it was a good experience, but hopefully I only have to do that once,
Yeah. Well, you guys have 2 kids now. Fast forward from marriage to now you have 2 boys. And they're at the age where it seems like they're starting to understand that, hey, dad plays in the NFL. Dad has a really cool job. How old are your 2 sons, and have they started to take a liking to football?
Yeah, Caden is 3, is the oldest one, and Christian is 2. Yeah, they understand it, I guess, kind of fully now. It's coming full all the way for them now. Caden puts on my helmets at home and run around with football. And then I say, ready, set, hike, and he gets to kicking the football all over the place. And then just to be able to bring them here, being an indoor, being around, all this stuff that I wasn't able to, growing up. I think they're going to look back on it as like, oh, that's pretty cool. But every time we pass the stadium, every time they see the Bills logo, they say, "Dada, dada, dada, dada." So I think that's always awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
you spoke about the family culture, the family atmosphere that is within the walls at One Bills Drive. And you have to shout out our head coach, Sean McDermott, for that.
Yes.
But one other thing that he has played an instrumental role in, going back to the defense, is in seasons past, the last few years, this defense has been riddled with injuries with big name players. And here we are to start the season, and it's the same thing, but it seems to not matter who comes in. Doesn't matter if you are undrafted. It doesn't matter if you're a 3rd rounder or new to this defense.
Right.
It seems like the guys who have to step up, they're successful in that. And it starts with the head coach.
100%.
Why is Coach McDermott so good at getting the best out of you guys?
Yeah, because you don't get treated as a backup, per se. Like everybody prepares like a starter. You never know when your name's going to be called, so you have to be able to be ready. Just like I just tell all the rookies, like this, even if you're on the practice squad or you may not be playing right now. It's not necessarily a redshirt year. You have to prepare like your name is going to get called, on Sunday, like you about to dress and stuff like that. So we always kind of prepare in that mindset, like we're about to play 100 snaps, each Sunday. So if we, get the chance to go out there, we're always ready.
Your fellow DBs call you a Swiss Army knife
Yeah.
of this defense because you can do it all. Safety, corner, nickel. You're also a big part of special teams as well. When did this role start to come about where it was Cam Lewis is going to be the guy who can do a little bit of everything?
Yeah, I guess it started. I say 2021. It started for me. I was always big in trying to make the team during special teams. And offensive. I mean defense. But one time, just like, all right, we getting kind of thin on one position. You think you can make a transition to safety? Still got to play both, and it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm up for it. If that makes me stick around a little bit longer, anything to help the team win, I'm up for it. So that's kind of where it started, and it's just been taking off from there. Still been playing four-core special teams, still been trying to learn each and everything with safety, nickel, and then sometimes I have to go out there and play corner. My first start was at outside corner versus Tennessee, so I still able to play outside if I need to.
You make it look easy, but how much extra time does it require to stay up to date and stay ready at all of those positions?
A lot. A lot of early meetings, a lot of late meetings, and a lot of nightly film watching for me before I go to sleep. Just because it's different positions. Like you're looking for different things. Your keys are different. The communication is a little bit different. So you just got to be able to flip that switch and do it. Just like the guys that just play that position only. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a lot of extra work, but it's worth it though. I still have a job. I'm still helping this team win, and yeah, I'm still here. So.
Speaking of still being here still
Yeah.
and still having a job, I mean, the Bills re-signed you this offseason
Yeah.
to a 2-year deal. How does something like that help your confidence knowing that this team wants you here?
Yeah, I mean, just shows that they value me, and it always feels good when you're wanted, and they were calling me during the process, like, yeah, we want you back, and I was trying to, honestly, I was just trying to test the waters, but something just kept on pulling me back here. Like I said, this is home for me, so it was like anywhere else, if nobody can match what the Bills got, then I'm coming back home. So I'm glad I was able to sign back here. Always grateful for the opportunity, and like I said, this is second home for me.
I'm glad you didn't truly test the waters
I know,
and get
right?
out there to some other team because you're so valuable. You've been here for 6 seasons now,
Yeah,
and I'm sure it helps too as a player. You know this defense so well now.
100%.
It would have been, not that you couldn't have done it, but to be here for 6 years and really build on what you've been working on
Yeah.
probably is maybe what you wanted in the end of like, hey, I can actually perform in this defense
100%.
tomorrow.
Yeah, that's exactly what went in the process as well too. And my wife, she was trying to like go test.
Let's get out of Buffalo.
But yeah, she's exactly what she wanted. But it's like, and I made a promise to her. I was like, if I have to stay here, then I'll buy you a house wherever you want to live.
And did we follow through?
We did follow through. So I bought a house in Texas. We're down in Houston. That's where she wanted to move to, and I was able to sign back here. So.
Happy wife, happy life,
100%,
right, Cam?
100%, yeah, 100%.
That's awesome. So you guys bought a house in Texas.
Yeah.
How was that process?
It's a little stressful at first,
You
but
grow up a little bit, right?
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy now. Yeah, so I'm officially a homeowner. It's a lot of things that you have to do in a house just to have it up and running. But it's been a lot, but it's been good though. Now she's getting like an interior designer. She's doing all that
Yes.
extra stuff. So I'm letting her do all
Yeah.
that stuff. But during the process, it went kind of quick, but it was kind of easy as well. So
Did you guys spend most of the off season there, or
Yeah.
is that going to be coming up this off season?
both. So we went down there because I've never been to Texas other than this past off season. To be honest with you, went down there to the rodeo and see what that's all about, and that is craziness. Like it's craziness. So much stuff to do. The food there is amazing.
Mhm.
And yeah, we just spent some time down there, and I like it. I don't mind it. So it's a little bit farther from Detroit, but I'll be all
It
right.
is.
Yeah,
You got some Texas guys on the
I
roster.
know.
Ed Oliver, Von Miller, Terrell
Uh-huh.
Bernard.
Yeah.
They speak about Texas in a different way, as if like, hey, we're from Texas, and if you're not, then you don't get it. You get to be a part of
I
that
know,
now.
right? Yeah, that's what I was telling them. I was just on a flight with Ed this offseason. I'm like, oh, dang, Ed, what's up?
He's probably like, where are you
He's like,
going?
where you going? I'm like, I just bought a house, man. He's like, oh, welcome, welcome. Yeah, no, it's cool though. So I guess I have some guys to train with, especially in the off season too. So that helps. I don't have to find a trainer on my own. So that always helps.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up your style because
Yeah.
everybody on this team has style. You also have your own sense of style. It seems like it's more like relaxed, casual, but also with a twist of making it look nice and
Yeah.
upscale.
Trying to.
How would you describe your style? I pulled a couple of pictures. I don't know if we want to talk through any of these. A couple are from this season already,
Yeah.
and one is from last season. How would you describe some of the pieces that you have?
So this one is honestly Zara, head to toe.
Heck yeah.
Except for the shoes in the bag. But I don't know. I just want to, especially this year, I want to do a little bit more simpler, simple, straight to the point, not a whole bunch of extra stuff. So I don't know. My wife kind of put that together. Honestly, I bought, like I told you, I just buy pieces. I bought the pants. I'm like, oh, these pants look nice.
Yeah.
Let me get these. And I bought the shirt. The shirt actually came in like a set, like a short set.
Ooh.
So I just mix and match and just kind of put it all together. Just something simple, not too much. I'm not like a risk taker when it comes to fashion. Like I like to be comfortable,
clean,
clean look, not too much. So
Where are the shades from?
Those are Cartier.
They look like it.
Yeah.
They look nice.
So from being from Detroit, you have to have like a pair of Cartier. We call them buffs.
Okay.
Because of the buffalo horn. Yeah, we call them buffs. So I have like a couple pair. So I rotate them.
And then it looks like we have a Louis bag on the side.
Yeah, Louis bag. Shout out Dane Jack. On the gift exchange last year.
Dang, we miss you so much. Yeah. I like that a lot. And then how long have you had this 39 chain for?
Just got it. So just off season.
Was this a gift to yourself
gift
after
to myself,
re-signing?
Yeah, re-signing.
Okay.
It's the number I got in college.
Yeah.
And then when I first got here, Levi had it. Levi Wallace had it, and I was begging him to have it, but he had it in college. So I feel like that's the number that I've been through the most stuff, through and in. So
has some meaning.
It has a lot of meaning to me. A lot of injuries through it, and a lot of ups and downs, but a lot of going upwards. So,
trending in the right direction.
100%.
I love that. And this was a fit, I believe, on our way to maybe
Miami.
one of the preseason. No, Miami.
Miami.
Yeah,
that's Miami.
And you have the Louis luggage here.
Yeah. So
that's fancy. That looks good.
Most of the stuffs are gifts. So the Louis.
I would love to be gifted Louis.
Me too. And I'm very grateful for
it. I'm just kidding. Same to Cam.
Me too. I need it all.
Hit us up.
I need it all.
No, I love this comfy, cozy look.
Yeah.
But it looks elevated.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it looks fancy. I mean, there's a way that you can wear sweats and a sweatshirt. It's like, dang.
Yeah.
You just roll out of bed, but you look like I'm on my way to go do something.
Yeah, I guess I try to at least. I like the more. When I go cozy, I like the more baggy, extra little oversized deal. So that was like just some black sweatpants, some Asics, comfy feet, and raspberry, what they call it, golden vintage hoodie that just came out not too long ago.
When you're shopping, are you an online shopper? Or are you somebody who has to go in the store and try things on?
Both. More or less online because the internet is crazy. You see stuff, you get to scrolling, you see something you like.
I know.
Apple Pay right to it.
It's the best and worst thing
100%,
ever.
100%. And I do a lot of late night scrolling, shopping, so that doesn't help. That never helps. So
shoe shopping, late night shoe shopping, do you have a brand that you are obsessed with, or are you somebody who likes to spread the wealth in terms of what you're wearing on your feet?
I used to be a big Jordan guy, so I used to be like a shoe collector type of deal. But I've noticed I don't wear the shoes that I buy, so I start.
You know what? That's very wait. That's very mature of you
Yeah,
to say.
like I don't just buy shoes anymore. Like I have to wear them like
Wow.
constantly. So I like the shoes I have on, like the Balenciagas, like those slippers.
Nice.
Nice, easy. Like I can kind of
Slip-ons.
wear them with anything. Like the running shoe wave that they have right now. So Diggs was big on the Asics.
Yeah.
I like the Asics, and New Balance been having a lot of comfy shoes. So I've been doing some of those, and then I may throw a couple designer pairs in there, like on that first fit from week one. Those were Louis Vuitton red bottoms. Wouldn't know, but simple.
Yeah,
Not too much.
they look nice.
Yeah, not too much. So
I like it.
that's my style.
Do you test the shoes? I guess you guys don't do too much walking on a game day in Buffalo in December.
No.
But are you thinking about, okay, there's salt on the ground, it's snowy, I'm not wearing my red bottoms? Or are you like, whatever, I'm walking across the street?
Yeah, whatever. I'm walking kind of street.
Okay.
Yeah, across the street. It's not. I don't feel like it's that big of a deal.
Yeah.
You like try to keep the red good? Nah, I don't really care about that. I don't really, my wife does though. She puts the clear little thing at the bottom. I don't know what it's called, just to save
save
the
it.
color. She asked me
That's
to do
smart.
it. I'm like, freaking care. Like
Yeah,
who's
I'm
looking
gonna
at the
wear
bottom of the
these.
shoes? Not me.
Hey,
So,
there's some people that buy shoes and don't. You said you've realized I need to wear the shoes that I
Yeah.
buy, but there's some people that buy shoes that are super nice and
they just sit
they just
sit in the
sit on the
closet.
shelf.
Yeah. I mean, I have a couple
It's
pair
kinda
of
like a
shoes like
piece of
that too.
art.
Yeah, I guess you could feel it like that, but don't be worth nothing if you really don't.
All right, I want to finish up by going around the DB room because you have some great guys in that room alongside of you.
Mhm.
Who is the loudest guy in the DB room?
Loudest. That's kind of tough. 'Cause everybody got their moments.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just go Rasul.
Rasul.
Yeah.
In what way?
He's always into something. Like any arguments is stem from him. He always want to play like cornhole. Ping pong is his thing now. Yeah, but he's just always into something.
He seems like the type of dude who is never going to back down from a competition.
100%. 100%. Even when he loses, he's just looking for that one win and then tell you about that one win. That's it. Like, I done beat you 5 other times. You just got this one. What have you done lately? That's what he says. What have you done lately? I just won this one. That's all that matters. Like, no, that's not what it means like that.
Confidence on and off the field.
100%. No, that's him. 100%.
Who is the most interesting player in the DB room?
Interesting. I say let's go T-Rap. T-Rap, he just does a lot of things that you normally wouldn't do. I feel like the way he eats, he's here early, leaves late, just like his routine he does. You don't see a lot of guys doing that, but yeah, I say Rap.
He's got a health and wellness type of lifestyle.
100%, 100%. He throw me off with a couple of things that he be eating. Like, what you doing,
Have you
man?
adopted any of the things?
No, not me.
I'm just gonna do my thing. I love it.
Not me.
Who's the funniest in the DB room?
Funniest. I'm gonna go D-Ham. I'm gonna go Sewell, and then I'm gonna throw J Mark in there as well, because J Mark's funny. He always wants to do something. He never wants to sit down. Just like this last little break, he's like, "Man, I need to find something to do. I need to find something to do." I'm like, "J Mark, just stay here."
He is always picking up. I feel like in the off season, he'll come to us and be like, "Hey, I have this thing that I want to do. Whether it's an invention, whether it's something new that he wants to pick up on the side, he's always adding to his repertoire of things that he can do."
He got
I'm like, how do you have the time?
He got a clothing line, t-shirt line.
Yeah.
He got some underwear. He got some soaps. I'm like, dang, J Mark, like, something got to pop
He's
up,
gonna
right?
need to open up his own storefront in Buffalo soon enough.
I know, like he got it all. That man is hilarious, though. That man's hilarious.
What does D-Ham do that's so funny?
D-Ham just be himself, which always a good time. He's always, happy and shine that light on everybody else, though. But Cam just funny in itself as
And
well.
where does Cam Lewis fit into the mix?
I'm the more reserved, quiet, go with the flow type of guy, but I may throw a couple jokes out here and there, get a couple laughs, and then I'm back.
Then you're back.
Yeah, I'm back to my quiet self.
You've been here for the second longest out of any DB at this point.
Really?
How wild is that?
It's crazy.
It's you and Taryn.
Me and Taryn, old guys now, huh? Yeah.
You were a young guy at one point.
I was.
Now you've been here for 6 years. You got a lot of new faces in this building as well.
Yeah.
Including the DB room. You're an OG.
It's crazy that you say that. Yeah, it's different, you know, just because we did have Micah, we did have Poe, and those were the two guys. Yeah, and Trey. Yeah, I can't forget about Trey. Those were the guys we used to lean on. And
Levi was here for a minute too.
100%.
Dane.
Yeah, Dane. We just had a whole bunch of guys that were our core guys that were here for a while. But to see them gone, it was a little different, especially when we came back in the spring. But you know, something new, something you got to get used to. But you know, we always miss those guys though. But Taryn is our leader now. He's our leader. He's on our leadership council. Yeah, we push into him everything, like all our DB discussions, all our DB dinners that we have arguments about. Right to Taryn. He's the commissioner. Yeah, he's the commissioner.
There you go. Yeah, this is what you get, buddy.
100%. Yeah, it's all on him now. I mean, I'm not taking that responsibility. No,
not yet.
Not yet. No, not at all.
Maybe a few years down the road when you're Mr. Buffalo times 100.
It's too much pressure.
At one point, we'll look back and we'll be like, wow, Cam's been living in Buffalo for 20 years now.
I'm going to have to buy a house here.
You're going to be the mayor of Buffalo.
Get up out of here, you know. No, I love this place, though. It's been treating me.
It's got a way of pulling you in and you just can't get out.
I know. 100%.
Buffalo doesn't want to let you go.
At all. And I don't want to let it go right now, so.
Oh, we love it.
It's a good thing, I guess.
Cam, thanks so much for sitting down, telling us a little bit about your story from Detroit to UB to now starting in the NFL. It's been so fun to see what you've been able to do in the last few years here because you're a big part of this group.
I appreciate it. It's just been a lot, but I appreciate it. It's been a lot, but I really appreciate it, you know. You know, growing up, it's just been a battle, uphill battle, and I'm continue to make that uphill battle until, you know, more opportunities for myself and more ways to help this team win. That's the number one goal. You know, I'm not a selfish guy. I'm always a team before me, and that's the way I feel like it should be, you know, playing this team sport. So anything I can do to help this team win, I'm going to do it.
I love it. Well, Cam, thanks so much for the time. We appreciate you taking the time out of a busy week as you get ready for another game. We want to let you guys know to stay tuned for more episodes of Inside the Charge coming up soon.